But what was it like playing with the GOAT?
I think the world of Ben. I respect him tremendously. His intellect, his skill. I could go on and on about Ben and just how highly I think of him. But playing with him, you said earlier, Roscoe, that you think I see certain things in the sport. I always felt that way about Ben. He would have scouting reports for us that were simple but layered, if that made sense. Like he was seeing a few other things that other people weren't. Mm-hmm. And you would have your bullet points of 3 to 5 things. And you were like, yeah, if we stick to that, I think we're going to be fine. You're like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And he put together a lot of those game plans. And
so he'd do this for you guys, like as a team, you saw this
a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and for our opponents too, scouting opponents. Yeah. And,
no, but that's what I mean. Like when you guys were playing together, he was doing this type of stuff.
We both would, but he would, I just thought so highly of him that I would defer to him at the end of the day. If he saw something I didn't, I would be like, let's go with your, game plan. If we disagree on something, let's try yours. And let's, but playing with him was just, so, the guy covers 65, it's hard to quantify, but whatever it is, he hides your deficiencies and your weaknesses so well. And he's at his best when he's moving around. So when you put those two dynamics together, it just makes such a strong team.
Yeah.
Right. And it was just, it was a privilege to play with him. I learned a lot. It was just a privilege.
Did it feel that way when you were playing with him?
Yeah.
Were you like, wow, I'm playing with the Michael Jordan. But was it known at that time?
Yes.
Okay. So you're like, this is really special.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool. What do you think makes him so good? Obviously his intellect and his strategic ability, but is there anything else that really stick out to you? Someone who's played with him and against him a ton?
He's the smartest player out there, I would say. He doesn't have any obvious holes in his game. None.
And if he does, he covers them quickly.
He used to have the one hole that I was able to exploit that he talked about with Riley.
Yeah.
And I could attack his backhand. Once he shored that up, there's just not a lot there. Right?
And he's not real emotional either.
No. And so, he's been, I still laugh about it. Ben and I are close, and I still laugh about it to this day that he's been... My biggest heartbreaks on the court have been because of him. I have had some big leads and some heartbreaking moments on the court where he came back. Some of it is physical because he was just so great in those big moments. Some of it was mental, I think, where he had you mentally in those moments where there was an infamous match where we're up 10-1 in the third. Kylie Yates and I are against Ben and Colin, and we ended up losing 12-10 in the third. And when you're up,
where was this?
US Chicken and Pickle. That was the biggest money tournament to date at that time. And we're up 10-1 in the third. And when it got to 10-4, I was nervous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Against a normal team, 10-4, it's like, I'm not going to get nervous until it's maybe 10-7. Like we're fine. We're still okay. Or when it hit 10-4, everyone's feeling it on our side of the net. And I think a lot of that's
Colin did that a lot, not a lot because they weren't in that position a lot, but I remember times where they were down in the third or they lost the second and people are like, oh, they're going to lose. And they just find a way. They found a way over and over again.
I think the reason for that, I think it was twofold. I think they would elevate their games and I think their opponents would implode a little bit. Yeah. And that's not to take anything away from them. They were great in those moments, but
sure.
I think they probably needed some assists along the way from their opponents. And you would just feel it.